Today, we are digging into something really fascinating, a blueprint for making a real impact. We're talking about a model that weaves together education, AI, and even real estate, all to build this self-sustaining engine for economic mobility. So let's dive in and see how this whole thing works. So picture this, a beauty school, an AI university, and an affordable housing portfolio. On the surface, that sounds like a totally random mix of businesses, right? But what if they're not random at all? What if they're all gears in the same single machine, one that's been meticulously designed to create opportunity?
And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're deconstructing that exact blueprint. But we're not just going to look at what was built. No, we're going to dig into the how and maybe most importantly, the why. We're going to explore the architecture of this whole system and get to know the founder who's making it all tick, a guy named Tran.
You know, to really get a handle on the system, you've got to first understand the architect. His story, well, it's the foundation for this entire ecosystem. Just take a look at this journey. Tran comes to the US when he's just 12 years old. He's a Vietnamese immigrant, doesn't speak much English, but he pushes through, gets not one but 2 degrees in computer engineering and science, and then spends almost 20 years as a principal application architect at huge corporations like Humana. That path right there, that's the key to everything.
So this journey gives him this incredible dual lens, right? On one hand, you have the immigrant experience. That's his why. He's lived it. He has this authentic empathy and a small business mindset. He gets it. Then, on the other hand, you have the enterprise architect. That's his how. He has this deep, deep knowledge of building massive, scalable, data-driven systems for giant companies. And when you put those two together, well, that combination is basically his superpower.
Okay, so how does this superpower actually translate into action? Well, it all starts with the core of his ecosystem, what we're calling the education engine. And believe me, this is not just about teaching people stuff. This is about fueling economic mobility and doing it at a massive scale.
And when I say scale, I mean it. Check this out. We're talking about 2,000 licensed professionals trained through his institutions. These aren't just students. They're people ready to hit the workforce. This is a powerful, powerful talent pipeline.
And that pipeline, it delivers some absolutely staggering results. Those graduates contribute over $50 million every single year in economic impact to the state of Kentucky. That's not just a number on a slide. That is real, measurable change.
So where does all this impact come from? Well, it's a whole network of places. You've got the Louisville Beauty Academy, the Louisville Institute of Technology, and even Tran University, which has colleges for business, for AI, and for health and beauty. I mean, it's an incredibly comprehensive approach.
But what's the secret sauce? What makes these places so effective? It really boils down to this core philosophy right here. It's all about demonstrated competence. It's about what you can actually do, not just about how many hours you've spent sitting in a chair.
And that principle, it's the beating heart of the entire curriculum. The goal for every single student isn't just to pass some exam. It's for them to be able to stand up and confidently say, I have done it. This focus on practical, real-world application means graduates are ready for a job from the moment they walk out the door.
Okay, but wait, how do you scale something so hands-on? I mean, that sounds tough, right? Well, this is where that whole enterprise architect background becomes a total game changer. He takes corporate-level tech strategy and applies it to education and small business.
And this slide just shows you how different his approach is. The industry norm? It's usually teacher first. It's often bogged down with tons of manual work, high administrative costs, you know the drill. But Tran's model, it's system first. He builds this amazing automation-enabled architecture that makes everything more efficient, which cuts costs and, get this, frees up the human staff to do what they do best, actually mentor people.
And a perfect example of this in action is his Founder Voice AI avatar. So what is that? It's basically a custom-built AI. It's designed to interact with students and customers, but it uses his unique tone, his knowledge, to provide support. It's like cloning the founder's brain to help everyone.
And the value here is just huge. You get 24/7 scalability, so students can get answers anytime. It offers multilingual support, which is a massive deal for immigrant learners. It reduces the overhead on staff, freeing them up for that high-value mentorship we talked about. And it ensures that every single interaction perfectly reflects the founder's original vision. I mean, how smart is that?
All right, so we've got this powerful education engine, and we've got this incredible technology multiplier. Now for the really cool part, let's see how all these pieces connect to create this amazing, self-reinforcing cycle of growth.
Here's another piece of the puzzle that's just brilliant.
Real estate. Think about it. Most schools lease their buildings, right? That means they're always dealing with rent hikes and instability. Distran's model is totally different. He owns the property. That means he can control costs, he builds assets, and he's investing directly back into the very community he's serving. And this is the whole flywheel. This is the heart of the blueprint. Step 1, you train students, giving them high-demand skills. Step 2, you don't just send them off, you mentor them into becoming business owners. Step 3, you house that workforce in your own affordable housing. Step 4, you equip their new businesses with the same AI tech that makes your schools run so well. And the final crucial step, you reinvest the profits from all of that right back into the community and the system to make it bigger and better. You see how each step just powers the next? It's a complete cycle. I think this quote really just sums it all up perfectly. His life is not simply about credentials. It is a living architecture of service, scale, systems, and empowerment. It's not about a piece of paper. It's a living, breathing system where every single part is designed to empower people. So there you have it. We've just walked through one person's incredible blueprint for impact. It's all built on a unique vision, that systems-first thinking, and this powerful cycle of reinvestment. And it really just leaves you with one final thought, one big question. When you look at your own skills, your own community, and your own vision, what kind of ecosystem could you build?